Reality is an Illusion, Understanding the Law of One. By James R. Sterling. What is the law of one and why does it matter? Imagine for a moment that everything, every person, every planet, every galaxy is part of a single infinite consciousness. That separation is an illusion, and at the deepest level, all beings are simply different expressions of the same source. This is the core teaching of the law of one, a philosophy that presents a unified view of existence, explaining that we are not separate individuals, but part of an interconnected, evolving universe. The law of one comes from a series of channeled sessions known as the Ray material, received between 1981 and 1984 by a small group of researchers dedicated to understanding higher consciousness. According to the messages, Ra is a highly evolved collective intelligence from the sixth density, offering teachings to help humanity awaken to its true nature. Unlike many spiritual teachings that focus on division, good versus evil, right versus wrong, the law of one teaches that everything originates from the same divine source, and that all experiences, even suffering and darkness, are part of the greater journey of evolution. The power of unity consciousness, all is one. This perspective changes everything. If all is one, then the conflicts, fears, and divisions we experience are temporary illusions, part of the play of existence. Underneath these differences, we are each fragments of the same infinite creator, exploring reality from different perspectives. But if that's true, then why does life feel so separate? Why do we experience suffering, struggle, and division? The law of one explains that this is part of the soul's evolutionary process, a journey of expanding consciousness through different levels of awareness. Humanity is currently in third density, the realm of choice, where we are learning to recognize the illusion of separation and choose between two paths: service to others, unity, love, and compassion, or service to self, power, control, and separation. The goal is not to escape reality, but to understand it more deeply, to awaken from the illusion of separateness and embrace the truth of unity. Why this knowledge matters today. We are living in a time of great transformation. Many spiritual traditions and scientific discoveries suggest that humanity is on the brink of a shift in consciousness, a transition from third density awareness, ego-driven, fear-based thinking, to fourth density existence, love, unity, and harmony. Signs of this awakening are everywhere. People questioning old belief systems, seeking deeper meaning in life, and experiencing heightened intuition or synchronicities. The challenges we see in the world today are not signs of destruction, but birth pains of a new reality. The law of one provides a roadmap for understanding this shift, helping individuals align with their highest path. By the end of this audiobook, you will understand the true nature of reality and how consciousness evolves through different densities, the two spiritual paths that shape every choice we make, how to align with higher frequencies of love, wisdom, and unity, how to navigate Earth's transition and prepare for a new level of existence. This is not just abstract philosophy. It is a practical guide to understanding your role in the greater cosmic picture. The awakening process is already happening. The only question is, are you ready to remember who you truly are? Chapter 1, The Universe as One Infinite Creator. At the core of the law of one is a simple yet profound truth. All things are one. Every star, every planet, every being, seen and unseen, is part of the same infinite, intelligent energy that continuously expresses itself in countless forms. This intelligence, often referred to as the one infinite creator, is the source of all existence. Everything you see, everything you experience, and everything you are is an extension of this divine consciousness. This means that separation is an illusion, a temporary perspective that allows consciousness to experience itself from different angles. In reality, there is no true distinction between you and the person next to you, between you and the universe itself. Every action, every thought, and every emotion is part of a larger, interconnected flow of energy. The more we recognize this unity, the more we align with the natural rhythm of creation. Understanding the infinite creator. The idea of an all-encompassing intelligence may sound similar to many religious and spiritual teachings. However, the law of one describes the creator not as a separate entity watching over reality, but as the fabric of reality itself. The Creator is both the observer and the observed, the cause and the effect, the dreamer and the dream. It is infinite and ever-expanding, experiencing itself through the lives of all beings across the universe. If this is true, then why does life feel so separate? Why do we experience suffering, conflict, and limitation? The answer lies in consciousness's desire to evolve and explore itself. The universe is an ongoing creation where infinite intelligence continuously divides into countless perspectives, each one a fragment of the whole. These fragments, including human souls, are given the gift of individual experience, allowing them to discover, learn, and eventually reunite with the greater whole in a state of complete awareness. How consciousness manifests creation. Reality is not something that simply happens to us. It is shaped by consciousness itself. Every thought, every belief, and every intention carries an energetic frequency that contributes to the unfolding of creation. This is why perception shapes experience, because consciousness is the fundamental force behind existence. Consider this. Science has already discovered that matter is mostly empty space, and what we perceive as solid objects are actually energy patterns vibrating at different frequencies. The law of one goes even further, suggesting that all of reality is a projection of thought, an intelligent design woven from the Creator's own awareness. This idea is not new. Many mystical traditions, from ancient Hermeticism to modern quantum physics, suggest that reality responds to conscious observation. The more aligned your thoughts and emotions are with love, unity, and expansion, the more your personal experience reflects these energies. This is why people on a spiritual path often find their lives becoming more synchronized, intuitive, and harmonious, because their consciousness is tuning in to the greater flow of creation. The role of free will and experience in spiritual evolution. A key principle of the law of one is that the Creator allows itself, the infinite fragments of consciousness, to experience free will. Free will is the driving force behind all evolution, both spiritual and material. Without it, there would be no growth, no contrast, and no opportunity for transformation. Because of free will, each soul chooses its own path. Some move toward love, wisdom, and unity, while others explore power, separation, and control. Both are valid experiences within creation, though they lead to vastly different realities. The choices we make shape the frequency of our consciousness, determining how we evolve through the different densities of existence. Experience is the teacher in this journey. Every challenge, every joy, every mistake, and every realization is an opportunity for expansion. Life itself is designed to push consciousness forward, guiding it toward greater awareness. Even suffering has a purpose. It serves as a contrast that helps us recognize truth, just as darkness allows us to see the light. Embracing the oneness of creation. When we begin to see all things as part of one infinite Creator, everything changes. Fear loses its grip because we recognize that we are never truly separate. Judgment dissolves because we understand that all beings are simply playing their role in the grand story of consciousness. Compassion deepens because we realize that in loving another, we are loving an aspect of ourselves. To live in alignment with the law of one is to see beyond the illusion of division. It is to recognize that every thought, every action, and every moment is an extension of the Creator's love. When we embody this awareness, we begin to consciously shape reality, not from a place of control, but from a place of harmony and flow. The universe is not something outside of you. You are the universe, experiencing itself through a unique perspective. The journey of spiritual evolution is simply the process of remembering this truth and living from it, one choice at a time. Chapter 2. The structure of reality. The densities of consciousness. Reality is often thought of as a fixed physical experience, what we can see, touch, and measure. But the law of one describes reality as a spectrum of consciousness, unfolding in 7 densities, each representing a different stage of spiritual evolution. These densities are not separate places, but levels of awareness and vibration, much like the colors in a rainbow. Humans currently exist in 3rd density, a realm where beings are learning to make conscious choices about how they interact with reality. However, Earth is undergoing a transition into 4th density, which will bring a shift in consciousness that affects all of humanity. Understanding these densities provides a roadmap for where we are, where we're going, and how we can evolve along the way. The 7 densities, the evolution of consciousness. The term density in the Law of One refers to a level of vibrational frequency and awareness. Each density represents a different stage in the growth of consciousness, much like moving through grades in school. First density, awareness and elemental consciousness. The most basic level of existence where consciousness first emerges. This includes elements such as earth, water, fire, and air, which are aware but not self-aware. This is the foundation upon which all other forms of life develop. Second density, growth in instinctual consciousness, the level of plants, animals, and primitive life forms. Beings in this density experience movement, survival, and group awareness, but lack individual self-awareness. Evolution here is based on instinct rather than conscious choice. Third density, the density of choice and self-awareness. This is where humanity currently exists. It is the realm of self-awareness, free will, and moral decision-making. The central lesson of third density is polarization, choosing between service to others, STO, a path of love, unity, and selflessness. Service to self, STS, a path of control, manipulation, and power-seeking. The experiences of fear, struggle, and separation are intense here because it is designed to push the soul toward conscious evolution. Fourth density, the density of love and unity. This is the next step for Earth, a shift toward compassion, understanding, and collective harmony. Beings here are still physical, but more energetically refined, with heightened telepathic abilities and an intuitive sense of interconnectedness. The lessons of this density revolve around love and acceptance, but also require discernment to balance wisdom. Fifth density, the density of wisdom, a realm of pure wisdom, self-awareness, and self-mastery. Beings here seek knowledge and truth, but must integrate it with love to avoid detachment. This is where deep spiritual intelligence and multidimensional understanding take place. Sixth density, the density of unity and balance. The level of oneness between love and wisdom, where polarity dissolves. Beings here function as collective intelligences rather than individual entities. Ra, the consciousness that delivered the Law of One, is said to exist in this density. Seventh density, the gateway to infinity. The final stage before reuniting fully with the one infinite creator. It is a state beyond individuality, beyond learning, beyond experience. Pure being. At this stage, entities dissolve back into the creator, completing the cycle of evolution. After the seventh density, the process begins again, as consciousness continues its infinite exploration of itself. Where humanity stands, the challenge of third density. Third density is unique because it is the density of choice. Unlike lower densities where beings evolve unconsciously, humans are given the ability to choose their path through free will. This is why Earth often feels chaotic, because it is a training ground for consciousness. Every experience, whether painful or joyful, exists to push the soul toward growth and self-awareness. The difficulties of life are not punishments, they are opportunities for expansion. The challenge of third density is to wake up, to realize that separation is an illusion and that every thought, action, and intention carries spiritual weight. Those who begin to see beyond fear and limitation naturally start shifting toward fourth density consciousness. The transition to fourth density, Earth's spiritual shift. According to the Law of One, Earth is already undergoing its shift into fourth density. This means that the entire planet is increasing in vibration, and human consciousness is being pushed toward a more love-based existence. However, this transition is not instant. It happens over time, through a gradual process of awakening and integration. Some key signs of this shift include a growing sense of oneness and interconnectedness, more people questioning old systems of control and division, an increased interest in spirituality, meditation, and higher consciousness. The collapse of fear-based structures that no longer serve humanity's evolution. Not everyone will immediately transition into fourth density awareness. Some will cling to old third density patterns of fear, power struggles, and materialism. Others will embrace the shift and begin experiencing more synchronicities, intuitive guidance, and deeper emotional sensitivity. The key to moving forward is simple. Choose love over fear, connection over separation, and trust over resistance. What this means for humanity: Earth's transition into fourth density is both a challenge and an opportunity. Those who align with service to others, inner work, and spiritual growth will naturally flow into this new vibrational state. Those who resist it may experience greater turbulence and confusion as their energy becomes incompatible with the evolving frequency of the planet. This shift is not about leaving others behind or waiting for an external event to change reality. It is about shifting from within, raising individual consciousness to match the vibration of fourth density existence. For those who are ready, this transition will be an awakening into a life of greater harmony, expanded perception, and a deepened connection with the one infinite creator. The journey through the densities is not about escaping reality, but about fully embracing it with wisdom and love. Every step of evolution, from the simplest life form to the highest divine intelligence, is part of the same great unfolding of consciousness. And now humanity stands at the threshold of a new era, a new way of being, one rooted not in fear and division, but in unity, awareness, and the infinite potential of the soul. Chapter 3, The Choice, Service to Others versus Service to Self. At the heart of the Law of One is a fundamental choice that every soul must make. Will you walk the path of unity, love, and selfless service, or the path of control, separation, and self-interest? This choice determines how consciousness evolves and which realities it aligns with as it progresses through the densities. The two paths are known as service to others, STO, and service to self, STS. Third density, the level of consciousness where humanity currently exists, is specifically designed to present this choice, allowing each soul to decide its trajectory for higher evolution. The two spiritual paths. Service to others, STO, is the path of unity, compassion, and harmony. Those on this path recognize that all beings are part of the same infinite creator and choose to act in ways that uplift and support others. STO individuals value love, wisdom, and collective well-being, understanding that by helping others, they help themselves. This is the natural path toward fourth density existence, which is based on love and cooperation. Service to self, STS, on the other hand, is the path of separation, control, and manipulation. Those on this path seek personal power, often at the expense of others. While STS individuals may be highly intelligent or spiritually aware, they use their knowledge for dominance rather than unity. This path leads to an existence of power struggles and isolation, aligning more with negative fourth density beings. The 51% rule for ascension. According to the Law of One, the shift to fourth density, what some might call ascension, requires a specific vibrational alignment. To move into fourth density STO, a soul must be at least 51% oriented towards service to others. This does not mean perfection, but a genuine desire to act from love and unity more than half the time. For those pursuing STS ascension, the requirement is much higher, 95% dedication to self-interest, because the universe naturally gravitates toward cooperation. This makes the negative path much more difficult to sustain long-term. Recognizing STO versus STS influences. Every day we are presented with choices that reflect these two paths. STO alignment is marked by kindness, humility, trust, and inner peace, while STS energy thrives on fear, control, ego, and deceit. By recognizing these influences, we become more conscious of the energy we are cultivating and the future we are creating. Ultimately, every soul has free will, and the choice is always present. The path we choose defines not just our personal evolution, but the world we help to shape. Chapter 4. The Veil of Forgetting. Why we don't remember our true nature. If we are all part of the one infinite creator, why don't we remember it? Why do we experience life as separate individuals, struggling to find meaning? According to the Law of One, this is due to the veil of forgetting, a deliberate feature of third density existence. Before birth, the soul enters a state of forgetfulness, temporarily losing awareness of past lives and its divine origin. This veil exists so that souls can make genuine choices, without relying on past knowledge. Without it, there would be no real spiritual growth, only repetition of what has already been learned. The purpose of forgetting. Third density is designed as a training ground for consciousness, where souls must discover their path without direct knowledge of their infinite nature. The challenge of forgetting forces individuals to seek meaning, develop faith, and make conscious choices between service to others, STO, and service to self, STS. This veil also ensures that free will remains intact. If we entered life remembering our divine origins, spiritual evolution would be automatic, leaving no room for authentic discovery. The journey of awakening is meant to be earned through personal effort, experience, and inner realization. How karma, reincarnation, and soul lessons work. Since souls forget their past experiences, karma acts as a guide, helping them evolve. Karma is not punishment, but a balancing mechanism, a way for the soul to correct distortions and learn important lessons. Each lifetime presents new challenges and relationships designed to help refine the soul's awareness. Reincarnation allows consciousness to experience many perspectives, gaining wisdom through different lifetimes. Souls often reincarnate with familiar groups, playing different roles to help each other grow. Over many lifetimes, these experiences guide the soul back toward its natural state of love and unity. The role of synchronicity in awakening. Despite the veil of forgetting, the universe provides clues to help us remember. Synchronicities, meaningful coincidences, serve as gentle nudges from the higher self, guiding individuals toward awakening. These moments remind us that life is not random and that an unseen intelligence is at work, piercing the veil and remembering our true essence. While total recall of past lives is rare in third density, certain practices can help soften the veil. Meditation strengthens the connection to higher consciousness. Dreams and altered states offer glimpses beyond the physical illusion. Deep self-inquiry can reveal spiritual patterns and past life influences. The purpose of this forgetting is not to trap us, but to make our journey authentic and meaningful. The challenge is not to remember everything at once, but to awaken, choice by choice, into the truth of who we really are. Chapter 5, The Law of Free Will, the Prime Directive of the Universe. One of the most fundamental principles in the Law of One is the law of free will. This universal law ensures that all beings have the right to make their own choices, evolve at their own pace, and determine their own experiences. Free will is the driving force behind spiritual growth, allowing consciousness to explore different paths and perspectives without interference. Without free will, there would be no true evolution, only preordained outcomes. The universe is designed to honor and protect this freedom, even when it leads to suffering, mistakes, or detours. It is through these experiences that souls learn, grow, and awaken in their own time. Why higher beings cannot interfere directly. Many wonder why enlightened beings, such as Ra or other spiritual guides, do not simply intervene in human affairs to eliminate suffering and accelerate awakening. The answer lies in the law of free will. Higher density beings understand that direct interference would violate the natural process of growth. If humans were given absolute proof of higher realms, free will would be compromised. Many would follow a spiritual path out of obligation rather than personal discovery. True evolution happens through choice, not coercion. Instead, assistance is given in subtle ways. Synchronicities that nudge individuals toward greater awareness. Dreams and intuitive insights that guide decisions. Channeling and spiritual teachings that offer wisdom without forcing belief. Even negative forces, such as service to self, STS, entities, operate under free will, influencing humanity only to the degree that they are allowed. This is why discernment is crucial. We are always choosing what energies and influences we align with. How free will shapes manifestation and destiny. Every thought, belief, and action is a choice that directs energy. Free will determines how experiences unfold, shaping personal reality through conscious or unconscious decisions. The universe does not dictate outcomes, it responds to vibration and intention. This means that manifestation is guided by free will. What we focus on expands. Life purpose is not assigned, it is discovered through experience. Challenges are not punishments, they are opportunities to make new choices. The Law of One emphasizes that personal responsibility is key. While guides and teachers can offer insights, the power to transform reality always lies within. Respecting the free will of others. Just as we have the right to our own choices, so does everyone else. Spiritual growth requires honoring the sovereignty of others, even when we disagree with their path. This means avoiding control or manipulation, even with good intentions. Allowing others to learn through their own experiences rather than imposing beliefs. Practicing acceptance and patience, knowing that awakening happens in its own time. Honoring free will is an act of deep trust in the universe, a recognition that every soul is exactly where it needs to be. The journey is personal, the lessons are unique, and the greatest service we can offer is to lead by example, not by force. Chapter 6, Ascension and the Harvest, Humanity's Spiritual Shift. Humanity stands at the threshold of a profound transformation. According to the Law of One, Earth is in the process of shifting from third density consciousness, the density of choice, to fourth density existence, the density of love and unity. This transition is referred to as the harvest, a time of sorting where souls align with the next phase of their spiritual evolution. The concept of the harvest is not about judgment or punishment, but about vibrational alignment. As the planet ascends, individuals will naturally gravitate toward the reality that matches their dominant frequency, either moving forward into higher awareness or continuing lessons in a third density-like environment elsewhere. What is the harvest? The Law of One describes the harvest as the graduation process for souls ready to enter fourth density consciousness. This shift is not about escaping Earth, but about Earth itself evolving into a higher vibrational existence, requiring those who remain to match its frequency. Not all beings will move into fourth density immediately. Those who have chosen service to others, STO, and operate from love, forgiveness, and unity will align with the new energy, while those who are still deeply attached to fear, control, and division will continue their journey elsewhere. The process is based entirely on free will and personal vibration, not on religious beliefs, social status, or external achievements. Preparing for fourth density existence. The key to transitioning into fourth density is raising consciousness. The main qualities of fourth density beings are unconditional love and acceptance of self and others, forgiveness as a means of dissolving karmic cycles, balance between wisdom and compassion, a deep sense of unity with all life. This shift does not require perfection. The Law of One states that a 51% orientation towards service to others is enough to harmonize with fourth density energy. This means that the focus should be on consistently choosing love over fear, unity over separation, and understanding over judgment. Signs of Earth's vibrational shift. As Earth transitions, many are experiencing increased emotional sensitivity and intuitive awareness, a deepening sense of purpose and questioning of old belief systems, a greater desire for authenticity, simplicity, and connection, more synchronicities and a feeling of being guided, a breakdown of fear-based systems and power structures. These are signs that consciousness is shifting collectively, though not everyone will interpret them the same way. The transition may feel chaotic at times, as old energies dissolve to make way for new ones. Practical ways to align with ascension. To elevate consciousness and prepare for fourth density living, practice self-awareness. Observe thoughts and emotions without judgment. Release fear-based patterns. Replace them with love, trust, and inner peace. Strengthen intuition, meditation, dream work, and inner listening help refine higher perception. Embrace service and compassion. Small acts of kindness shift energy on a global level. The shift is already happening. The question is not if one will ascend, but how consciously they will engage in the process. By embodying love, unity, and higher awareness now, we align with the new reality that is emerging. Chapter 7, The Power of Love and Wisdom, Balancing Energies. Spiritual growth is a process of refinement, where consciousness learns to navigate the interplay between two fundamental forces, love and wisdom. These energies shape our evolution, influence our decisions, and determine how we interact with the world. According to the Law of One, Love and wisdom are the key polarities of higher consciousness, and their proper balance is essential for spiritual mastery. Many spiritual seekers naturally lean toward one energy more than the other. Some lead with love, offering unconditional compassion, but sometimes lacking discernment. Others lead with wisdom, valuing truth and clarity, but sometimes becoming emotionally detached. True mastery comes from harmonizing both forces, allowing them to work together in perfect alignment. The role of love in spiritual growth. Love, in the context of the Law of One, is not just an emotion. It is the fundamental creative force of the universe. Love is what gives life meaning, creates connection, and fuels spiritual expansion. In fourth density, the path of love becomes the dominant experience, as beings embrace unity and service to others, STO, as their primary mode of existence. However, love without wisdom can lead to naive compassion. This happens when one gives endlessly without discernment, allowing themselves to be drained or manipulated. While love seeks to unify and heal, it must be guided by wisdom to be truly effective. Without balance, love can become enabling rather than empowering. The role of wisdom in spiritual growth. Wisdom is the force that brings clarity, discernment, and deeper understanding. It allows for higher perception, neutrality, and strategic action, ensuring that love is applied where it is most needed. By the time a soul reaches fifth density consciousness, wisdom becomes the main lesson, refining love into its most powerful form. However, wisdom without love can lead to emotional detachment. Some who prioritize wisdom over love may become overly analytical, disconnected from their emotions, or unwilling to engage with the suffering of others. While they may see the bigger picture, their lack of warmth and compassion can create separation rather than unity. How to balance love and wisdom. Balancing these forces requires conscious awareness. Here's how to integrate both energies into daily life. If you are overly loving, cultivate discernment. Before giving, ask, is this truly helping or is it reinforcing dependency? If you are overly wise, open the heart. Ask, am I prioritizing being right over being kind? In all situations, pause before reacting. Let love guide your intent and let wisdom shape your response. Spiritual mastery is not about choosing love over wisdom or vice versa. It is about merging them into a singular, harmonious force, allowing each to complement and enhance the other. When love is guided by wisdom and wisdom is softened by love, consciousness expands effortlessly and the soul walks the path of true alignment. Chapter 8. Understanding higher beings, ETs, in the galactic community. The universe is vast, teeming with life beyond what we perceive on Earth. According to the Law of One, consciousness evolves not only on our planet, but across countless worlds and civilizations. These beings at various levels of spiritual development are all part of the one infinite creator, navigating their own paths through the densities of existence. Earth is not isolated, it is part of a much larger galactic consciousness, interacting with both positive and negative extraterrestrial groups. Understanding these beings and their roles helps us see humanity's place in this greater cosmic evolution. Who is Ra and what role do higher beings play? Ra is a sixth density social memory complex, a collective of evolved souls functioning as one consciousness. They once lived as physical beings on Venus but transcended individual identity and now exist as pure energy. Ra's mission is to guide humanity's spiritual evolution while honoring the law of free will, meaning they cannot directly intervene. Higher density beings like Ra communicate through subtle means, offering spiritual wisdom via channeled material, sending synchronicities and intuitive insights, guiding those who seek higher understanding. While Ra is one example, many positive higher beings exist across the universe, assisting different civilizations in their awakening process. Are aliens part of the one creator? Understanding interstellar civilizations. Yes, all beings, regardless of origin, are expressions of the one infinite creator. In different densities, extraterrestrial civilizations evolve just as humans do, learning lessons of love, wisdom, and unity. Some are ahead of us in their spiritual development, while others are still navigating lower density struggles. Civilizations across the galaxy exist in different stages of evolution, Third density worlds like Earth are training grounds for souls choosing between service to others, STO, and service to self, STS. Fourth density planets operate in love and harmony with telepathic communication and shared consciousness. Fifth density civilizations prioritize wisdom, refining knowledge and perception. Beyond fifth density, beings transcend individuality, merging into unified consciousness. The difference between positive STO and negative STS extraterrestrial groups. Just like humans, extraterrestrials follow either the service to others, STO, or service to self, STS path. STO beings seek to uplift, guide, and assist others without violating free will. They help civilizations transition to higher densities when they are ready. STS beings manipulate and control, feeding on fear and power structures. Many negative influences on Earth, including deception and division, are linked to STS entities working behind the scenes. Understanding these dynamics helps us recognize which energies we align with. Positive beings inspire growth and expansion, while negative forces create division and dependency. How Earth's evolution fits into the larger galactic consciousness. Earth is in a pivotal transition, moving from third to fourth density. This shift places humanity at a crossroads. Will we embrace unity and higher consciousness, or remain stuck in fear and separation? Will we recognize our interconnectedness with the greater galactic community? Many civilizations have gone through similar transitions, and some offer assistance while others seek control. The key is discernment, choosing alignment with love, truth, and spiritual sovereignty. As humanity awakens, we will begin to interact more openly with our galactic neighbors, eventually taking our place as conscious participants in the vast intelligent universe. Understanding this bigger picture allows us to move forward with greater awareness, knowing that Earth's evolution is just one part of the infinite unfolding of consciousness across the stars. Chapter 9: How to Apply the Law of One in Daily Life. Understanding the Law of One is only the first step. The real transformation happens when its principles are consciously applied to everyday life. This knowledge is not meant to be an abstract philosophy, but a practical guide for living in harmony with the one infinite creator. Spiritual growth is not about escaping the physical world, but embracing it with higher awareness. Every thought, interaction, and choice shapes reality, reinforcing either separation or unity. By aligning with the core principles of love, wisdom, and service, daily life becomes a living expression of higher consciousness. Living in harmony with the one infinite creator. Since everything is an extension of the one, the way we treat others is a direct reflection of our connection to the divine. Choosing love over fear, compassion over judgment, and unity over division aligns us with higher vibrational states. To embody the law of one, see others as reflections of the self, beyond labels, roles, or differences. Practice presence and awareness. Engage with life fully, without resistance. Let go of the illusion of control. Trust in the intelligence of the universe. Living in alignment does not require perfection, but conscious intention. Every small choice made from love shifts reality in profound ways. Daily practices for raising vibration and service to others alignment. Raising vibration is not about avoiding lower emotions, but transmuting them into higher states. Energy follows focus. What is cultivated internally becomes the dominant frequency. Simple practices to stay in high vibrational alignment. Morning intention setting. Begin each day with gratitude and purpose, breathwork and meditation. Still the mind and connect with inner guidance. Acts of service. Offer kindness without expectation, no matter how small. Mindful consumption. Be aware of what enters your mind, body, and energy field. Serving others does not mean self-sacrifice. It means operating from an expanded state of awareness where helping others is an extension of self-love. Understanding forgiveness, non-judgment, and self-awareness. True forgiveness is not about condoning harm, but releasing the weight of resistance. Holding on to anger or resentment keeps energy trapped in lower vibrational cycles. Forgiveness liberates, allowing greater alignment with love and inner peace. Non-judgment is another key principle. When others act in ways that seem unconscious or harmful, Recognizing that all are evolving at their own pace prevents attachment to negativity. Judgment creates separation, while acceptance and understanding restore unity. Self-awareness is the foundation of all spiritual practice. Observing thoughts and emotions without identifying with them creates space for conscious choice. By remaining aware, it becomes easier to navigate life from response rather than reaction. Practical ways to enhance intuition, inner peace, and divine connection. Intuition is the voice of higher consciousness guiding from within. Strengthening this connection allows for greater clarity, decision-making, and synchronicity. Ways to enhance divine connection. Stillness and silence. Insight emerges when the mind is quiet. Asking for guidance. Higher self and guides respond when invited. Trusting subtle feelings and signs. Intuition speaks through sensation, symbols, and inner knowing. Inner peace is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to remain centered regardless of circumstances. By anchoring awareness in the present moment, reality shifts from struggle to flow, becoming a living expression of the One. Applying the law of One is about embodying unity, love, and wisdom in real time. The world changes not through force, but through inner transformation that radiates outward. As we move through daily life, every interaction is an opportunity to uplift, inspire, and evolve. The greatest spiritual practice is simply being a presence of love, allowing that frequency to reshape both personal reality and the collective consciousness. By living this truth, we no longer seek connection with the One. We realize that we already are it. Conclusion: the journey never ends, becoming the creator in action. Spiritual evolution is not a race to a final destination. It is an infinite unfolding of consciousness. There is no endpoint where all lessons are complete, no final awakening where all growth ceases. Instead, the journey continues, expanding into greater expressions of wisdom, love, and creation. The law of One teaches that we are not separate from the Creator. We are the Creator experiencing itself through infinite forms. Every thought, choice, and interaction is part of this divine exploration. The more we recognize this truth, the more we begin to operate not as seekers of wisdom, but as active participants in the divine process of creation itself. Why we are not separate from the Creator. The illusion of separation exists only in lower densities, where consciousness is still developing self-awareness. As we evolve, this illusion dissolves, revealing a deeper truth. There is no other, no division, only one infinite being manifesting in countless ways. This realization does not mean losing individuality, but expanding beyond identification with the self alone. The same divine intelligence that moves galaxies moves through us, guiding, shaping, and expressing itself in every moment. Embracing higher consciousness as a way of life. Living in awareness of the law of One is not about knowing these truths intellectually. It is about embodying them. The goal is not to escape the world, but to bring higher consciousness into every action, thought, and intention. To live as an expression of the Creator means acting from love and unity in all relationships, viewing every challenge as an opportunity for expansion, trusting the flow of life, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly. Higher consciousness is not something to reach, it is something to live, breathe, and express in each moment. Continuing the journey of awakening and service. Even as we integrate these truths, the journey continues. There are always deeper layers of understanding, new lessons to embrace, and greater ways to serve. The path forward is not about waiting for ascension or external shifts. It is about consciously choosing love, wisdom, and unity every day. The world does not need more seekers. It needs more living examples of light in action. By embodying these teachings, we become the guides, the catalysts, and the creators of the new reality. Awakening is not a destination. It is a way of being. The journey never ends, but the more we walk this path, the more we realize we are not simply on a journey toward the Creator. We have been the Creator all along. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery. If you found value in today's content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more empowering audiobooks and insights. And make sure to check the description below for more information. links to our other content, and ways to stay connected with us. Your journey within starts here. Let's grow together. Until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and stay inspired.